Hi, welcome to Adulting with Novia. I'm Novia, and today we're going to take a little dive into my planner archives. So stay tuned. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a great day. And thank you for joining me for this video where I am taking a dive into my planner archives 2 years at a time, because some years I went buck wild. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Why am I going through my archives? Well, it's that time of year where we start getting sneak peeks of new planners, new planner systems, and I like to go through my archives of things that I've used, not bought and let sit, the stuff I actually used, to reflect on and see if there is anything that I've used before that I will like to use again because it fits my life now, or to also remind myself why I never want to use that planner style type ever again. And I figured instead of doing this off camera, this will be a great on camera opportunity to share with everyone, because I mean, a lot of people get super curious around this time, thinking about their 2023 setup and looking at all the planners and falling for all the beautiful stationariness of it all. And this is my way to combat the FOMO. And if you're not familiar with the term FOMO, it just means fear of missing out. FOMO. Get it? Okay, anyway, let's move on. So right now we're going to be going through when I first started actually archiving my planners and not just tossing them, because I've been planning for from way back. We're going to start off with 2017. So this is pretty much how I archive my planners and inserts that actually fit in these boxes. They're very elegant looking. I love them. The rest of the stuff chills on the bookshelf because there's some planners that won't fit in this nice, beautiful photo box. They're from Michael's. They're not that special. If you're lucky, you can catch them for $5 a piece on sale. Otherwise, they overcharge you and be like $10 a box. And it's like, why? It's not even that deep. But that's what we're doing today. So prepare yourself. Hopefully you'll learn something, because maybe I've pretty much used almost every style of planner in some way, shape, or form throughout the years. So I figure there's some things that you guys can learn too. Maybe you'll see something that inspires you and you're like, oh yeah, I think that style of planner would be perfect. Like that layout may be perfect for me. It may not be the planner brand, but the layout they have may be similar to something in another brand that you enjoy. Does that make sense? You may look at something and be like, oh hell no, that is not for me. That is not my jam. That is not gonna work for me. And you may also have terror flashbacks from your own experiences with certain planners. So be warned. Or you may feel a wonderful sense of nostalgia looking at certain things. I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens. If you see something that you've used before, let me know in the comment below how it worked out for you. I mean, did you enjoy it? Do you still use it? I want to know. I think this is to me, this is fun. I think so anyway. So let me get what we're going to first start off with. So during the years 2013, 2014 through 2017-ish, I was deeply into the Kiki K planners. When everyone wanted the lilac with the dots and the teal with the dots and the all gold, and they were ring planners. I mean, they're still ring planners to this day, but they were the it planner binder, and it was me using that with DIYFish inserts that I bought off Etsy. But I tossed those away before I started saving them. And in addition to that, I also bring out my 2017 box. And here are also things my daughters made that I saved. In conjunction with that, used planners as for budgeting. That's what I use. I've pretty much always had some sort of financial and budgeting system in my lineup. Like, it's never been a question. I've always needed that separate from my everyday, you know, workhorse planner, part of my planner, because that's just how my mind works. And I also double and use it as a wallet. Now, this is a very old iridescent Recollections personal planner. I think this is the only foray I've went into personal size, because it's very tiny, super tiny. So what is this? I have like a bunch of stuff in here. Like, that's my daughter, one of my daughter's teeth. I bought these envelopes here on clearance from Michael's. I know that specifically, and I use these for cash and receipts and such. And I made these dividers out of scrapbook paper, and I laminated them, and I made a section for goals, family, notes, and chores. So my goals, was where my finances live. So this is also a printable off Etsy. I am just all about buying printables because I like to find things that seem like they would work better for me, because when I go to the store, it just never turns out well. So I pretty much used this from October through February of 2018. Like, this is the system that I used. Like, we had budget baby steps, financial goals, savings, a 52-week challenge that I never completed. Savings goals, bill trackers. I still love bill trackers to this day. It's just easier. So, monthly budget expenses, weekly expenses. Like, it's just basic budget planning, but that's what, and note pages, obviously. But that's what I used. And as you can tell, it's nothing fancy. It's nothing colorful. It's just me and my janky handwriting, just put in the work and getting stuff done and figuring out what I can afford and what I couldn't afford. That's literally all of it. Family dinner, it's just mostly meal planning. So these are another printable that I found on Etsy. I'm pretty sure of it. And I would meal plan in them. You got your breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and your shopping list for groceries. I have a section for notes with note pages that actually came in this. And then this one was originally supposed to be for chores, and what I did was I copied part of a Happy Planner dashboard layout, I think this is, and then I printed it out to size down to this planner size. And the point was to have this be for home as well, because I was going to do the Fly Lady. That's why I was trying to do the Fly Lady. And as you can tell, I never used it. And here's a whole pack of sticky notes here from taco sticky notes that I still don't use. So that was what I was using from October to February, I think. And then eventually I moved on to this guy. And in this guy is when I try to combine, like, I think by this point I have sold all my KKKs and given up on the DIYFish, and I moved into a Webster Pages standard size traveler's notebook. So whatever's decos in here is pretty much what was in here when I let it go. Like, I let it die. I had like several of these like inserts that were like half card, half zip pocket, which, you know, I love. I'm pretty sure I got these off Amazon. If I can find them, I'll link them down below. But in this one, it was me and Annie Plans all day, every day. Like, I have so many Annie Plans inserts. So this was her 2018 calendar. I know I said we're in 2017, but it's fine if we move to 2018. Because I don't have anything from 2017 else to show. But anyway, so January to, I want to say, around June of 2018, this is what I lived in. So I had my bills in here, my home stuff in here, like everything was in here. Notes from my kid at the time, some really old Happy Planner sticky notes. And then she had this bill insert that I loved, that I used the entire 2018. Lord. I don't know. Ugh, it was sticking. It lives there now. It's fine. Cards. Coupons. No, this isn't where I moved into. This has just been budget. This was just budget the whole time. I'll show you what I moved into, I promise. And then in the back, I had a meal planner insert. Also from Annie Plans. Like all these are just straight up Annie Plans. I had an address book and a password notebook. But this was my budget planner for a year. For all of 2018, this is what I used. This is probably the longest I've stayed in a system. Actually, it is. If I went through it all the way through December, this is the longest I've ever stayed in a whole system for an entire year, is this bad boy. So I also just used this. This was a mini happy planner. These discs did not come on here. I don't know where these discs came from, but it's literally mini size and it's just a bunch of notebook paper. So this was more like a commonplace notebook at the time, and there's still so much unused paper in here that I could still use it as a commonplace notebook if I wanted. But let me tell you, so before, yeah, this is what I ended up using. So this was my first happy planner. These discs are actually lavender discs that I bought when I was in a tool system, still using DIYFish inserts. I want to say in 2016, because I fell in love with all things discbound at the time. And this was my first happy planner. And it was part of like one of those, this was their first teacher's edition. It was part of like their, you know how they have their big box sets of their teacher's packs? That's what this was. And this is actually the back of the planner. The front of the planner looks like this. It was not my jam, so I just turned them inside out. I mean, that's not my jam either, but I wanted this style of planner so badly because I was homeschooling my daughter. I mean, I've been homeschooling her since she was in the first grade. She's 13 now, so send help. But this is what I used, and I started using it for both homeschool because it's a teacher planner. It's a teacher edition. I started using it for both homeschool and personal, like home life. I think I'm pretty sure I have a flip through of this whole thing on my channel. I'll link it above. It's from very early days. Not sure if that makes much of a difference, but I'll link it up in the cards above. But August 2017 is when I moved in here, and let me tell you, this was my first official like spread. I don't do with this what you will. I did not have a bunch of sticker books. Like all the stickers you actually see in here are from like the sticker, like the little sticker things that came with this book. And it's like, you know, a couple sticker sheets. This vacation washi, I'm pretty sure was clearance on Michael's. Like everything else are like are things I printed out on regular paper and either taped them down with washi tape or glued them down with school glue. Like this is where it began. And whew, it's rough. So here is my first official like weekly spread. Now with the way that they have their teacher planners, at least at the time, I'm not really familiar with what they look like now because I don't use them. Like they have the days of the week on the side and the subjects across the top, so you could be like Monday, Tuesday, and I hated it. Like it made no sense to me. I'm like, why not put the subjects here and put the days on top, and you would get your Saturday, Sunday, because not everybody, even homeschoolers, like a lot of us do things on the weekend that's school related because that's when a lot of like events happen for kids. So yeah, like this was, Lord, equally as rough. And then the next week, see, I acknowledged how rough that looked and I got a little better. And look at all this writing, like Lord, so much. So as you can see here, I fixed my complaint and put my days of the week on the top and my subjects on the side. because, and as you can tell, I have a subject that's called house crap, because I was also using this as my, you know, everyday type planner deal. So I had her subjects and stuff I do around the house. Oh, this one's so cute. I know a lot of these I got from Victoria Thatcher. I don't know if this in particular is one of them. But because finding something like for the big happy planner size as this is, because these pages are 8.5 by 11, was very, very difficult at the time. I imagine it's still kind of difficult because it's huge. But you know, I made do with that. So this is, oh, we're missing a letter. But this is pretty much what I used for both homeschool and home life until the end of, well, I tried blackout planning. As you can tell, I did not finish that layout. Whoops. But I used this for personal stuff from August through all the way through December. See, laundry, exercise, school stuff at top. More school stuff. That was a break week, which is why nothing is there, because we school for 5 weeks and then we take a week break and just repeat that cycle throughout the entire year. And we're in 2018 now, which is totally fine because that's where we're going next. But yeah, with this, okay, so the reason why I never went back to at least the Happy Planner big size is because it's too big. It's very heavy to carry. I don't think it's practical for every day unless it literally just sits on your desk. And I'm one who likes to take my planner with me everywhere I go. So this size I knew was not for me. I was not a fan of the layout, and I got really tired of constantly changing the layout each week to suit me. But I lasted to the bitter end with this one, like the very bitter end. So I guess, wait, this is my second one I actually filled all the way through pretty much. So two out of, I don't know how many I've looked at this far before switching to something else. Now, for 2018, for personal life, this is what I was using. I was using like a standard size traveler's notebooks, also from Webster Pages. And I chose this because I was like using this hunka, and I was just like, I need something smaller than this, but I know I didn't want to go as small as like a personal size, which obviously is wider, or at least this one is obviously wider, but it just, my handwriting is so scrunched, and particularly with these inserts, like it's so scrunched because personal size is so tiny, and my handwriting, it makes it hard for even me to read, and I wrote it, right? So I try, and like, so I'm like, I don't want this big. 8.5 by 11 is too big. I know I like the standard size traveler's notebook that I use for my budget enough to fully move into this bad boy for 2018. And move into it, I did. So in this one, I went full on, like, decorating the pockets and all of the scrapbook paper and the acetate and the vellum. Like, I put my foot in this one. Like, so again, with this one, I wanted to start off with a collections. I just found some dot grid online and just printed it on I think this is 32-pound paper. I don't use 32-pound paper anymore because it's very heavy with as thick as I like my planners. But I wanted a place for collections, and I kind of like just tried to bullet journal my own way into this. My reading log. That's kind of Honestly, my reading logs are always my favorite parts of my planner system because I always want to see what I read and when, even though I have a record of it on my Goodreads, but sometimes Goodreads is glitchy. And then here is an Annie Plans like notebook type insert that's Grumpy Bear themed. You'll see Grumpy Bear many times throughout this time period. Like, I was Grumpy Bear obsessed. So with this one, I think this is just specifically notes for school and stuff. And then I have like this dashboard, which I can't even remember, but it's a good quality dashboard, but the acetate inside is from Planner Press and it's all blurry and old because it's stuck to the dashboard and I can never get it out. And this is those pockets. Remember those pockets we were obsessed with getting from Target to put things in? Well, this is what they look like over time. They wrinkle, but whatever. It's archived. It's fine. This vellum is actually from the Planner Society. I'm pretty sure all of this is from the same box because I only got one box from them. But this is from the Planner Society. And then this is a printable, Annie Plans printable insert. So January, February, March. Okay, so in January, February, March, I must have still been in the Big Happy Planner Teacher Planner. Because in April, this is when I moved into here. So I'm really trying with this decorating thing. I don't know what the hell's going on here. This is a lot. This is a bit much, but okay. And then in August I fall off already. April, May, June, July. That's 4 months. What the hell did I move into? No way. Hold on. Maybe I'll stop my monthlies. Let's keep going. This vellum, I don't know where this came from. It's roses or peonies or something. So this next insert is January. So I started off January 2018 trying to, you know, be an artsy fartsy bullet journalist, and I realized pretty quickly that that's not my thing. Habit trackers, also realized I'm not into tracking on my habits. Now you guys know I do it on a sticky note, and it's very simple. And it's things that I actually do need to track, not track just because it looks pretty when it's full. You know, I'm not doing it for the gram. I haven't learned that lesson yet though. I have goals. I don't even know what that page is supposed to be. I made an index. What is page 7 and 8 supposed to be? January memories. I got nothing. Gratitude, meal prep ideas, words I love. I don't know what happened to the S. And then my week 1 layout. And see, I did this to my damn self. Like, I trying to make these cool looking layouts, and I am like scrunching my handwriting so close just for the sake of the layout. Like, why? Why, Novia? Why are you doing this to yourself? Like, I did that to my damn self. And then there's that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that I actually still use on occasion in layouts to this day. Like, me and that layout for a weekly overview go way back. Notes. And then, what is this one? February. So this is definitely February. And each month I have an index. Monthly calendar, memories. Again, I'm so great at it. Meal prep, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. I kind of said fuck it, I guess. Mood tracking. See, I didn't even last the whole week. Didn't even last the whole damn week. Gratitude. And then this is my weekly. So there it is, my weekly overview here. Meals to do next week, notes, week in review. Like, I didn't even have dailies at the times. It was just me and some weeklies. Like, look at how scrunched. I can't even read this. Like, I did this to myself. Like, nobody made this layout other than me. And then at this point, you can tell, like, I'm over it. And then I went to dailies. So week 8, I went to dailies because what is this? Like, I could not keep scrunching it in those narrow columns. I need space. March. Oh, this one's Grumpy Bear theme. Oh no, this is the Grumpy Bear. This is the Grumpy Bear notebook. that I just drew the calendar on. But why? But why though? I have this one. Like, I just redrew. Oh! Okay, so I wasn't here January, February, March. I just didn't do the monthlies there because I already had the monthlies in the late. Okay, I see what I did there. So I wasn't here since January of 2018. Okay, I'm sitting there like, but why did I draw this if I already have it? And then this week, this month, apparently, it looks like I went with just dailies and still Grumpy Bear theme. So Grumpy Bear daily theme. Like, that's what I went with. Oh, Lord, what is all that? Jesus, okay. This is much. This is a bit much. This is busy. Me trying to do my calligraphy. Like, I'm not that much better, but at least I'm better than this. Like, Lord, this is much. Like, okay, this one's not so bad. I guess because the colors are kind of muted. But Lord, some of these, I just went for it with all the stickers, didn't I? Jesus, take the wheel. So that's March. Let's see what April looks like. More, this is just plain old vellum, isn't it? No, this isn't. This is from the Planner Press. Another Teachers Pay Features. I cannot remember. I think her name is Bruella B. I think so. Brunella B. If anybody knows who I'm talking about, because she does these freebies on Instagram. Well, she did. I'm gonna assume she still does. Like, all the time. These little monthly die cut, things. Bruella B. Because I really want to, like, you know, put her information in the description box and put it in properly. But April. Still trying. I think this is when I finally bought Tombos. That's why I'm trying to. Oh, Lord. Just looks like Grim Reaper handwriting. Because I only have, I have a very limited amount of colors, as you can tell. Goodness gracious. I don't even know what I'm doing here. What is this? Mermaids? Is that why that's there? Lord, yeah, it's a mermaid week, I guess. Goodness gracious. May. Planner Press? No. Planner Society Acetate. It's swans. And still in the daily. I mean, that Thursday's a bit better. And on this side, like, I try and do the today, and over here on this side, like in this little checklist is where it looks like I put all, like, the schoolwork stuff. So I can have a record of that. Even though I already had it, even though I already had this for homeschool, sometimes I didn't want to get this out. I would write it in here and check it off, and then when we're done, I'll put it in here. Kind of as like a back plan, because sometimes, like, juggling multiple planners is kind of a pain in the ass. And the reason why I had this in the first place is why I have these, why I do homeschool planners, is just to have a record of the schoolwork that we did do. Because I'm not keeping every little thing she's ever done. That's ridiculous. Ain't nobody got space for that. How far did I go in this? June. So we're in June. June's the last month. That's the last. This one, I didn't even care because I can tell the difference between the paper. The paper's super thin. So I think I just printed this on regular printer paper and just said we're just gonna get through this month and call it a day, because I know after this I moved on. Yeah, see, these aren't even. I tried my best. And that is the end of this one. Let's see. I know I just pulled some of these out. Like, what is this? This is an old dashboard with the vellum also melted onto the dashboard, which, because it's melted onto it, I don't know if you can see it, like it's the ink is stuck to it. I mean, Maybe I can get all that off with alcohol so I can reuse these again, but I don't know if I'm going to be moving into a standard size traveler's notebook, even though I know traveler's notebooks are making a comeback. Oh, this is just an empty one. Is this empty too? No, this was just notes. But so the reason why I moved on from this guy, I know, is the space issue. Now I know a lot of people now, they'll buy A5 Stologies or A5 Moleskines expanded or any type of A5 notebooks, and they're cutting them down to standards. Like, that could possibly be something that I do, but I don't know if it, like, if it is, because I just love fat notebooks. So I don't know, but for the months and the year, I'll just say that I actually used this guy because I pulled off in June for personal stuff on this one. Whereas with this guy, I'm pretty sure I used all year. Yeah. This guy used all of 2018. Why are you in the 2017 box? Oh, I know why. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's a possibility. I did like this system when I had it. I just didn't like the inserts. I think if I went to this, it would probably be me cutting down a Stology or probably even a Moleskine expanded because it has more paper sheets, and just doing what I regularly do in my Stology anyway. It would just be more compact, like in a Hobo Week size. But that just depends. Now, if you think that's all of 2018, you're sorely mistaken. I wish that were true. So I moved into this guy for homeschool and homeschool purposes only. By this time, I have joined the Instagrams and decided to join the YouTubes and show my process of using an Erin Condrin vertical life planner as a homeschool planner. And I wanted something smaller, much more compact than the big size Happy Planner Teacher Planner. And because I didn't need all of those like different spaces. And also I wanted to try an Erin Condrin because Erin Condrin was still super duper popular at the time, and I wanted to do, you know, the fun sticker planning style thing. I actually do have a video of this, of how I set this up in and I'll link it in the cards and down below if I remember to do it down below. If I don't, I'll most definitely remember to put it up in the cards. And I enjoyed doing it. Like some of these, when you start off, I did not have a cutter, so I cut all of them by hand. This is actually a kit I bought from someone in Canada because July 1st is Canada Day, and one of my best friends is Canadian, so I thought that was nice to do it for her. But like a lot of these are printable kits. Like I don't typically buy stickers very often, but printable kits, I'm all for it. But yeah, most of the printable kits, especially in the beginning, are definitely hand cut. This is mostly washi and some random sticker pack we found in Michael's. By we, I mean me and my kid. And then this is from, I think, the original Happy Planner, like the girls, and they were all it was all seasonal. Like this is the first book of that for Happy Planner. I mean, I also did some memory planning in it for me and my kiddo at the time. And then I got into like, I seriously got into sticker planning. Like I loved it. It's such a cool, fun, like, you know, it's a way to relax. Like some people don't understand why people go all out like this. Like it's their hobby. It's our hobby. Like planning to me calms me down. It gives me peace. It sets my mind in the right mindset to attack my week, to strive toward my goals. Like the way my mind works is that I need a plan of attack to do something. I can't just impulsively go out all willy-nilly. Like, I need to see it laid out before me before actually doing it. So and I also like to look at aesthetic things. So if I can combine those two things, which this does, I'm gonna do it. So this is basically all just for homeschool. Now, I enjoyed the process, but I never use this for like my personal life. Could I use it for my personal life? I don't know. Because I've solely used it as a homeschool planner, oh God, this is a Print Petticoat Bandit kit. It's so beautiful. Like, I just love her formatting. I mean, I know she didn't do the artwork, but her formatting is just top notch. But anyway. But yeah, like, eventually this became a chore. Like, all the sticker kits and stuff, because I'm a single mom. I work like 12-hour days, 4 days a week. Like, I have to make time for this, and it's rare that I have time to like put as much like detail into these spreads. Would I buy another Erin planner again? Probably not, but not for the fault of the product itself, at least my experience with this product. Mostly for I don't know, like, I don't know. I think it's just, I like having to be able to carry my planner around, and this is still too big, and it's heavy. Like, look how thick that is. Like, it is super heavy. There's no way I can carry this all over the place with me. At the same time I was using this, I also got this. Don't judge me, okay? Just don't. It doesn't look good. Judgment doesn't look good on you. This is actually probably my favorite happy planner like design. It's a student planner, and it's their regular size. I don't know, is that what they call it? The regular, I don't even know. I love the purple disc. I love the colors. I love everything about this about this planner. Like, I loved it all. This I used as my social media planner, and this is when I was heavily into Instagram and YouTube. I think I also have like a whole playlist dedicated to this and setting this up and using this, and I'll link that in the cards as well if you want to see that. But I was like heavily into this until like I only lasted a couple months, because like, look, I'll show you. When you see like how my months are, you'll see why I burnt out. Like, I seriously burnt out like a flame. I did this little layout, like, which I thought was really cute, using what I think this is the Color Boxes book, and also that Squad Goals sticker book. I can't remember, but look at this. Those are all videos. Like, those are literally all the videos I posted in 1 month. And that includes IGTV before they took it off. Like, all these videos. This is like a short view of all the videos. Like, it has, because I have like my YouTube videos and also my IG videos and stories and stuff posted on here. Like, this is insane. This is just 1 month. Like, and it would be different if it was the only job I had. Like, if, like, well, it wasn't even a job. I just do this for fun because I don't get paid for it. But it would be different if I were getting paid for it and it was like a job and I had the time for this and this was my only job. Sure. But when you work 12-hour days, 4 days a week, you also have to raise a kid, homeschool a kid. Like, there's no way that's sustainable. Just no way. Like, at least not for me. And then I have my weeklies. See, I like the student planner better because it kind of is what I wanted. you got, like, I got my days of the week up top, and then here I have all these different sections where I could have put like my different subjects, but that's neither here nor there. At this point, we're in the Erin Condrin. So I'm using it for my social media. So here I had sections like prep, film, post, IGTV, stories, and notes. Like, and then over here, like research, statistics. And then here I just changed it to YouTube, Insta, notes. And then September, and as you can see, like I learned for myself in August, and in September, I still have quite a few videos, but I'm not posting every single day like I was in August. Like I'm trying, and that's a planner challenge I tried at the time. It's not as busy as August is. Is that a word? August, whatever. But yeah, like, so this I used for social media, and I only use this, I think I must have stopped using this. Yeah, I didn't use it in December at all. And in the back was probably my most useful sections, because here I had like all those project sheets, and I would use it to plan videos, and this is when I plan my goals and grind. IG, what is it? IG challenge, like different binders, books I want to read, things like that. Like that was, the back was probably my favorite part, because I had all like just freedom to do whatever the hell that I want, and all the notes. But that, and now I don't use Discbound at all. I don't like, I think this is the last year, I'm pretty sure this is the last year I touched Discbound. Now for personal use, I'm pretty sure you guys will recognize this. Is it this one? I do believe it's this one. Yeah, I recognize this one from my how to de-ring your binder tutorial, which I'll also link in the cards, because I showed you guys on camera how I took the ring out of this project, or agenda, is it agenda? Agenda 52 A5 ring binder, and I took out the ring so I can put in my, what are these rings? My Discbound, my disc. So this one, these are not the original rings that it was on. These are the biggest rings that I had at the time to fit all of this on. So this is, all these things are from a, what is it? A Planner Press digital subscription box. So all the dividers and all these little guys like that I try and use to decorate these pockets. See, I used to decorate pockets all the time. For her, these stickers are from something from Michael's or Hobby Lobby, and then this is from that Planner Press subscription box before they made everything digital. But so this is what happened. I was using the standard size, and then I was like, well, it's too small. What's the next size up I can go? This is before B6 became super popular as it had become eventually. Like, so A5 was my next, you know, next size up. So with this one, I decided to do some DIYFish-esque inserts again. So one of my favorite things about these type of inserts is that they fold out. Like, it's my absolute favorite thing, because I had made these a couple years before, and then I just decided to renumber them and put, you know, the year and stuff on it and use them again, and I just loved it. Like, I love everything about it. So here's how it works. You have your weeks here, week 31, week 32. So Monday, like, all the days of the week are horizontal. So these are all Mondays. These are all Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, right? And then you have your week numbers up top. So there's a reason for that. So here is my weekly overview. Here is my meal plan for week 31, because that's what this says, week 30. Oh no, it came off. This is why I don't use Discbound anymore. Getting these pages to stay in. So this is for week 31. And then I have like a master to do. And then on the next page, I would have notes. So things that I would need to do, whatever it is, that's what I would put it. And then these are actually DIYFish dailies. So I print off the dailies. She had a day on 2 pages. That's what I bought. And on one side, I would have like, you know, my schedule, things I need to do around the house. And over here on the next page, it would be notes. So this is week 31. Well, it completes week 31 because it has August 1st through 4th. And my favorite thing, well, I can't do it with this one, is that you could like, there. Oh wait, no. Let's leave it open. I had to leave it open. Hold on. This is why. Okay. Week 32. So this one's week 32. Shabam. This is my favorite. So I can see Sunday, Monday, like I can look at my month, my week, and I just love that. Like that was like my favorite thing. And look at my day. So I can have all of it at once. So I can look at all of August, the week of, like my to-dos for the week of, and the day. It's my favorite. We know this is week 32, so that's it. I just thought that was incredibly clever. It's one of my favorite things. And then I have day on 2 pages. Whoops. See, this is why I don't really use Discbound so much, because it's really hard for me to get them to stay on the disc. Week 33, I have no idea what that was supposed to be, but I didn't do any of really the weeklies on week 33 because we were going on a trip. So I think this week is pretty empty. Yeah, it's empty. I never went back to back plan either. Week 34, so I would doodle these. This is me doodling. Week 34, I'm back from vacation, so I'm able to, you know, move along. Try and flip through some of these pretty quickly. What is happening here? Okay, I guess you don't want to stay, but Jesus. And then this is September. So this is a divider for me to see. Look at that, a divider for September. So I had August, September, and look, on one of these pages I actually did a baby planner chore tracker so she can earn her tickets. Things I'm allowed to buy. Doodles. Again, doodles. So wait, what month is this? I guess it's another set. October. Is this as far as I went? October? I think so. Let's see. This is how it's supposed to lay, so I can archive it for the week. Bam. Yeah, this is, it goes all the way through October. That's me drawing myself shivering all over the place. Yeah, it went all the way through October because after this, come on, close, buzzard. For the rest of the year, I was in this guy. And this is actually my Christmas planner, I guess you could say. This is actually scrapbook paper from Michaels. It was like Christmas themed scrapbook paper from Michaels. I printed some things on acetate. I think that's from Jesenia's Printables, because for the most part, this whole Christmas theme insert kit thing, whatever, is from her. Like, it came with a Christmas countdown, holiday traditions, holiday bucket list, the holiday watch list, organizing and cleaning, and you can fill out with whatever rooms or whatever you feel like you need to happen. This is blank for whatever. You have a calendar section, and well, my calendar section, like I had this get things done. I think this is from Fox and Pip. This used to be a freebie from Fox and Pip. And that I think I just put somewhere. And then I printed off these Novembers, which are still kind of DIYFish-esque. And if you look in between this and look back at my May and probably my June of this year, like you can tell like where I get the dots and the color coding of certain things. So bills are one color, events for my kid are another color, something else is another color. Like you can see where that came from. I had an inbox section, next action, big projects. Still thinking about my 2019 lineup. I guess in this it says A5 Discbound, Stylogy A6, Erin, Condrin, Homeschool. So let's see. I mean, it'll be another video, but the next planner archive video, we'll see if that's what I ended up with. And then here, her layout is these narrow horizontal sections for each day of the week. And then this is just empty. It's just this light pink grid. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's like super light pink and pretty. I mean, it's Jesenia. I wouldn't expect anything less than pink from her. But yeah, so week 45, and it's very hobonichi-esque, right? Like it's very hobonichi-esque, and in some way form I can kind of work with this because I still have all of this, like as you can tell, like this dashboard situation I still use to this day. Like I still have like a dashboard section for like my meal plan, a remember, my habits, although it's a post-it note now, so I don't even care. Like I still do this to this day. That's actually kind of cool to look back and see like things that have like stayed with me through the years. I didn't even realize that. What is happening here? Yeah, you can see you can see the pink, the faint pink grid better. Can you? I hope so. It's very pretty and very subtle. And then I did print it out. I made my own December here to make sure it matches the colors of that. Another inbox, or didn't figure out my planner setup. So on this side I would do all my planning, and then here I would, or like higher level things, and then here I would do like, you know, dashboard planning things, errands, cleanup, like things that are in sections. And in case you're looking at this, it's for Baby Planner Nerd. It's not strikes against her. It's tickets that she earned for using her chores, because we used a ticket system that she would convert to money. So if she did a chore, she would like would earn a ticket, and her ticket converted into like 25 cents per ticket. She made bank. I wish it would be so easy to do that now. Goodness gracious, teenagers. And then here I just decided to do a weekly overview and print the rest of the year of the DIYFish. But instead of doing it like one day on 2 pages, I did one day on 1 page. And as you can tell, like with this, I just fucking thrived. Like it's not as crowded. Like it's cool when it looks busy, like it's nice, but to me it just looks crowded. Like you can see when I have more space, I just thrive, because I don't know, my love language is space in all ways you can have it. So I'll take it. This is a really cute printable. Enjoy family, nap, eat, drink, and be merry. And then the next week's pre-plan. And then just some blank note pages. Here, she also came up with in her printable, Christmas printable at the time, she had lists. So this was like stocking stuffers, and then you had a space, it was blank, and you can put stocking stuffers for different people. Another 2, like this checklist, a wish list, gift ideas, a gift list, a card list, and then here is like budgeting. I don't know why I put budget, because I don't think it's, so it's shopping lists. Oh, she has them labeled. So it's shopping list home, a kid's shopping list, an adult shopping list, and a food shopping list, which had 3. An expense tracker, online shopping tracker, coupon codes, and it says holidays. So I'm gonna assume this has to do with holiday planning. So this is for food. So it says appetizers, side dishes, main dishes and desserts, a guest list, decorations, recipes. So there's a couple, I printed a couple recipe pages. So we have like where it says the name of the recipe, the ingredients, the extras. You have a space for the directions on the back. So I printed a couple of those, which I did not fill out. And I also printed out like an extra note pages. And then these were just line notes in the back. Nothing special. That's coffee, don't worry about that. But that's pretty much the end of 2018. Whew. We made it. Like, look, this is for the most part just 2018. Like, look at this. This is for the, like, this is 2018. Just 2018. 2017 was very modest compared to this. 2018 is just, I discovered planner Instagram and YouTube, and it just went downhill from there for my pocketbook, huh? So that wraps up my planner archives for 2017 and 2018. Which one do you think was your favorite system? I mean, we've gone through traveler's notebooks, we've gone through Erin Condrins, we've gone through 2 different sizes happy planners, we've gone through some printable options from DIYFish and Jesenia's Printables. So traveler's notebook, discbound, spiral bound, no book bound yet. I don't remember exactly when we're gonna get to a book bound planner, but we're getting there. So yeah, like, did you use any? So let me know in the comments. Did you guys use any of these types of systems? Like, do you still use any of this? Are you like a hardcore spiral bound person? Are you like a Erin Condrin lover or a discbound lover, happy planner user? Like traveler's notebook, I know these are coming back. Like, a lot of people are coming back with the traveler's notebook and Traveler's Company, so I expect to hear a lot of these about these. Or are you still like DIYing it yourself? Let me know in the comments. Like, let's chat. Let's chat our planner wins and fails over the years. All right, thank you guys so much for joining me. Please go ahead and click that like button now, that thumbs up, the thumbs up. Can you click it right now? That'd be great. Awesome. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me. Please go ahead and click that subscribe button before you head out. Like, don't exit out yet. Just hit the subscribe button, please. That would be so greatly appreciated. Until next time, have a good one. Bye.